today was crazy. What's up, everybody? Michael Silva here. Welcome to another episode of the live day trading show. This is the series where I take you into my computer and trade live on the Webull desktop software. Now, before I get into what I traded today, I want to take a minute to talk about some option trades that I placed that I did not catch live. I believe it was on Friday or Thursday, I placed a trade for going long on USO, that's United States Oil. And as you know, it opened up significantly lower today. It broke through this trend line. Let me throw it up right here on the screen, of a descending triangle pattern. See, I tried catching it at the bottom of it because I might felt like it could have got a bigger bounce. But as you know, or you may not know, the future contracts ended with oil. They end tomorrow, so there's a lot of forced selling because the stored supply was completely almost maxed out, which just drove oil to historic lows in negative territory, taking my price of this option trade down about 30%. Now you might be thinking, holy cow, that's a huge loss. However, what happened when the market opened up, it bounced up and I sold my position out on that bounce. So I mitigated a lot of my losses. And throughout the day, it kind of went sideways, as you can see here. And then you saw this big burst up. Now, this big burst up, I considered it to be some sort of a short squeeze. And during this time when it reached its peak, I noticed crude oil then was really starting to hit hard it started just dropping to the floor like a rock. And I was like, there's no way that this price can keep going up while crude oil is just falling like a rock. I feel like retail investors are eventually gonna catch on to this. So I shorted into it just about at the top for a, and then got out of the position pretty much towards the bottom for a 60% gain. So I mitigated all those losses and some. During that same exact time, I put on a SPY puts that expire on Wednesday, and that went up 67% in just about an hour and a half. So I'm holding on to a couple extra contracts there, but I originally started with 8 contracts. That was over a $700 gain just in that trade alone. Now, I do plan eventually capturing those trades. I have screenshots for you, but I do plan on capturing option trades live here soon. I really like trading equities. That is my bread and butter. That's what I do enjoy the most. So let's go ahead and hop into what I traded today. All right, so today I traded ticker symbol BA, that's Boeing. Now, I got shaken up, you know, on Friday, like I had a pretty bad day. On Thursday I had a day, so I was really like, I don't want to take another losing day, which really messed with my psychology today when I was in the market. So what you'll see here is I found a good pattern. I waited way long into the day. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, the market opens at 6:30, so I waited long enough. It was a descending triangle pattern, and it kept on like, it was just taking forever to break down that level. So I got in at a speculation price, and I just kept on waiting for it to break, and eventually I was just like, you know what, I don't think it's gonna break, so I got out. Now keep in mind, during this time, the SPY, it gapped way down, and it just kept on climbing up. Nothing was making sense to me, at least, at all. So I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what, my luck, it's actually gonna go the opposite direction on me, and it never had a solid break, never had that flush to the downside. However, at the very end of this video, after you watch this, how the trade played out, I pull up the chart of Boeing just so you can see if I did wait. I mean, it would have been hard because there were some candles that would have shaken me out or shaken shares out, but it was significantly lower than where I entered in. So I would have been safe if I would have just did a longer term trade on this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just hop into this episode and see how it all played out.
Good morning. Here we are in the computer, trading away. It's been kind of late into the day. It's 8:16. I haven't placed any trades. You know, it's just been one of those days. Can't really tell where the market's gonna go. But I got over here at Boeing, ticker symbol BA. Has a pretty big gap down this morning, and it's kind of had this area of support here at the bottom blue line. Okay, and then it's been kind of making lower highs. So this to me looks like a descending triangle, and there's some clear areas of support right here, the 483.31. I'm thinking we might see that break. Maybe if I can get up price range, I'm not entered in yet, but maybe if it comes up a little bit more, I can buy in here with the hopes that it'll break down, so it'll be just, a little bit better of an entry. But I'm looking at the SPY, and the SPY is also kind of rolling over, so I think I'm going to start scaling in a position right now. I'm going to go ahead and sell 50 shares. I'm going to start small. All right, so yeah, I'm short 50 shares. I'm going to be shorting more now because the price went up on me, up to the higher part of this trend line. So I'm going to get in. It's 149 is my average price now. Are we going to see that break? Maybe. Looks like we are. So my entry point right there. I'm short 150 shares at the moment. Let's see if this trend line holds and it keeps on pushing farther down. So I'm short 200 shares now. That is going to be my max position on this one. Potentially maybe more if it reaches back up to that level, but I'll be very careful with that. Let's see if it can break through this bottom blue line and stay within this trend. Descending triangle. Now patterns haven't been working out these last couple of days for me, but maybe today. Okay, I got out of that position. I'm not liking what's happening over on some other charts here. The SPY is kind of seeing a lot of volume come in, and then the MACD kind of just is now crossing over. Yeah, it's underneath the 0 marker, so it holds a little bit less weight, but it's not moving that fast, not moving too much. Ultimately, I do think it's going to go lower, but I don't know. Like, these last few days of trading have been very weird to me. I got out of that position pretty early. I should have just kind of saw where it went. I just didn't feel like losing. I'm up. That trade was, positive $39. It's been weird couple of days. But I know it's going to be great. It's going to be great when we come back. We're going to come back strong and stronger than ever. All right, goodbye. Okay, I just wanted to bring this up really quick. This is Boeing, the chart that I was trading, and I wanted to show you what it looked like if I would have waited longer. So we were right here when I basically got out on this candle, and the price did kind of break through that trend line, but it was like not aggressive break. So this candle right there would have really probably shaken me up if I would have waited longer. So it broke kind of, and then it never fell through completely that 148 level, and then it came up, and I would have been really scared on that candle because you're talking like 148 to basically 149, so $1 per share move. If I had 200 shares, that'd been $200 swing. So pretty aggressive there. But then this is what happened. So this came up, hit the VWAP, and then all of a sudden, boom, it starts dropping. This is also when the SPY started going downwards, and the SPY gave me more of an indication on that the market was going to go down. So that's kind of when I decided to short the SPY at that time. So I was out of Boeing, right? So that sucks, but I made a pretty large gain on the SPY on that downwards move. Okay, then it bounced up. Now check this out. Okay, so this is what I was originally thinking, like how my trade would have played out. So see this right here? This is another descending triangle. We got, and then this blue line right here. Let me make it thicker. Okay, so you got this area of support basically right here where those candles are forming, and then you have this descending triangle downwards. This is the kind of drop that I was expecting originally. Boom. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, see that big red candle right there? How it dropped from 144.98, so 145 down to to 143. Almost a $2 move. But that doesn't end there. Then it came sideways again, dropped a little bit more, and then you can just see like throughout the day, it was pretty beat up. Well, I guess that was really the only move there. But yeah, that's what I was expecting on the original descending triangle. But it looks like more just did this slow kind of grind down. It's not even, maybe I wouldn't even call that a descending triangle at that point. I would just call it, a channel. So it just channeled down. So I read it wrong. It is what it is. I moved on. I still happen to make money on the SPY, but I just wanted to show you what that looked like if I would have just hung in there a little bit longer. All right, now I'm done talking. See you guys later.